What's up, everybody? We are back. It is the Playmaker football betting show. It's me, Peter, aka Sheffield Shuffler. I'm here with Garrett Kerman, the fight analyst. What's up, Garrett?
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Dude, I am doing great. I'm just retweeting the show from Playmaker Betting so everyone can see it. So thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you
we
for
appreciate
being
it.
thank you for being mature, staying inside, and watching a betting show on Twitter as opposed to going out to your local bar and meeting up with everyone you went to high school with.
Unless you're watching us at the bar, then you're killing two birds with one
Ooh,
stone.
that's a power move. If anybody has video of them watching us at the bar, I will send you $100. Needs to be sent
Please do.
very shortly.
Please do. Let us know. Let us know.
I'm so glad that I'm not out at a bar. Obviously, I didn't grow up here in New Jersey, so even if I was out, I wouldn't be around people that I went to high school with. But damn, I don't know why so many people want to do that. Why you want to go out to a bar, seeing a bunch of people that you don't care or like, or I don't know. It's weird. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I've been there years ago, but now, things have changed. But anyways, I mean, you just had a blast last night, from I've seen on social media. So I don't think you need too much fun tonight because
I don't, dude.
Let us know about that because I personally want to know about it.
I am pretty tired. Yeah. Last night was awesome, man. Yeah. So I was planning to go to the Sixers game to go get some content for Ben Simmons making his return back to Philly. Obviously, Philly was going to give him a warm welcome, and the Philly fans had so much to say, a lot of explicitive words. But yeah, so I went there and we inquired about getting press passes. We emailed the guy. He never got back to us. So I saw the media entrance and I'm like, well, got my camera, got my microphone. So I'm going in the media entrance. Act like you've been there before. Confidence, dude, will take you so fucking far in life. Acting like you've been there, like you belong. Acting like you belong and confidence. So anyway, I go up to the guy and, I walk past. Now that go right through the metal detector, no issues. And I start walking. I was like, oh my God, it's too easy. The guy's like, oh, where's your press pass? And I was like, oh, I'm Peter. I'm here with Playmaker. He's like, oh, just sign in right over there. Sure. Yeah, it's Peter with Playmaker. And he's like looking through him. Obviously, it's not there. So he's like, who did you email? And we had the guy's name. So I know the name to say even adds more legitimacy. So he was like, oh, yeah, let me just text him and we'll see if it's cool. I'll just write you a pass. I was like, all right, cool. So he texted him. I waited for like 10 minutes, just waited there. And he was like, yeah, it's cool. I'll write your pass. And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, so where do I get access to again? He goes, oh, you can go to the floor. And also like, oh, okay, cool. Okay. So I grabbed a drink and I head to the floor. And Ben Simmons is just warming up like 3 feet away from me. He's taking shots. So I get my camera out. I get some video. And yeah, dude. And then I just stayed down there for a bit. Like nobody was like, get out of here. So I just sat there, was watching courtside, and it was pretty awesome. So
That's pretty.
That's the story. Yeah, me and Ben
like
Simmons. Yeah, I've done it before, dude. I've interviewed Sebastian Maniscalco. He's one of my favorite comedians, and I snuck in. Yeah, I pretended I was a reporter for a newspaper. I made a fake press pass and got to interview him downstairs at a book signing. I did that with Ronda Rousey too. So I've been around the block. I kind of know how this stuff works a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's just a tip out there, dude. Be confident, act like you belong, and have some balls, dude. It will take you far in life. I've found that to be true.
I mean, it took you courtside. If you could take you courtside, it might take you anywhere in life.
Yes.
Well, we had Thomas here. He's asking. He's like, does it work if I'm at work?
Oh, nice. Yeah, right. I mean, I still appreciate the video or a picture of you watching. Definitely still appreciate it, regardless. But I think it would be funny to see people out at a bar having a great time and still streaming it. That's dedication, dude.
They want the winners, bro. Especially because last week, I'm pretty sure we gave out a lot of those.
Yeah, we did. Nice job cutting up those videos too. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. We had to show all the money that we were being given out last week. So, and we're
dude.
We're waiting to give out some more this week.
You think they just handle hustle sweatshirts out to anybody? I don't think so.
Uh,
Right?
we
Just
hustle,
straight
we
hustle,
hustle,
dude.
we hustle hard out here.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's time to get in some picks. We got Thursday night football. We got Thanksgiving on deck tomorrow.
Yes.
A lot of money to be made, especially
Dude.
while we're eating so much food.
I was gonna say minus. I mean, it's tomorrow's not about turkey. Let's be honest. It's about sides. Real quick, the sides that you're most excited for, or a side that you're most excited for.
um, damn, I really love my wife's mashed potatoes and mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. A sleeper, I think, is green bean casserole. Got to get those veggies
Damn,
in, and they taste pretty good. Let's be
damn,
honest,
man, that's low key good. I didn't
bro.
think about that.
Do you like eggnog?
Yeah, well, you gotta
Yeah.
spice it up though. You gotta spice it up though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And a little spike in there. Dude, my brother's obsessed
Yeah.
with eggnog. It's just not for me. It's like, oh, let's make milk but thicker and like have like a weird taste to it. You know what I mean? So
Let's make some sour milk and throw
yeah,
some cinnamon on top of it.
exactly. Weird stuff. But hey, if you like eggnog, that's your thing. But yeah, we got football all day tomorrow, dude. I'm so excited.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I mean, this is what we wait for: Thanksgiving, food, beverages, and football all day long.
Amen. I want to remind everybody where we are getting our odds from. Getting our odds from PointsBet. Guys, if you can go ahead and scan that QR code, they're going to give you can claim up to $2,000 in free bets. Make sure you use Playmaker for the code. Like I said, $2,000 in free bets. They give out so many free bets, guys. I love PointsBet. And I'm not saying that because there's partner of the show and stuff like that. PointsBet, that is my preferred sports book. They give out so many free bets, dude. They got lightning bets. Lightning bets are so fun. You ever play those where you like guess the result of a drive, attempted field goal, touchdown, punt? So fun.
Dude, that makes it great. I mean, that makes every game watching. And plus, they also have some of the best money lines on some of these spreads. I mean, minus 105, minus one. Normally, it's minus 107 across the board. But I
Yeah.
mean, which is better than minus 110? You're eating too much juice on some of these other sports books. You got to head over to PointsBet and cut out the juice.
Check it out, guys. I'm gonna get started, Garrett. We have
Please do. Please do.
three certainties in life: death, taxes, and the Lions losing on Thanksgiving. Lions haven't won on Turkey Day since 2016 in a 16-13 victory over the Vikings. Right here, we got the second highest scoring offense in the Bills going against the worst defense in the league. Points will be plentiful for the Bills. Bills defense is going to be beating the stuffing out of the Lions offense. Bills rank fifth in points against this season. Total is set at 54.5. Bills giving up over 325 yards per game to opponents. Even worse, 395 over their past 3 games. Almost 400 yards of offense they're giving up in their last 3 games. Let's cheer for points in this one. I'm going over 54.5.
I mean, that makes sense considering I'm going with your notion, especially with the Bills defense. And I'm going to take the Lions with the points. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Lions with the points. Plus 9, minus 105. Surprisingly, the Lions have been good against the spread. They're 6-4 on the season. And when they're they're only losing by an average of 3.2 points, which is kind of surprising considering how bad their defense is. But it's their offense that's really been keeping them in the games. Also, you're talking about the Bills. They're only 2-1 as the road favorite. They're only winning by an average of 4.6 points throughout those games. Somehow, the Bills defense were like this dynamite defense that were really locking down everybody. But like you said, they've been giving up yards. They've been giving up points over the last 3 games. And I'm expecting the Lions to be able to keep themselves in the game here. Goff has immense talent, on the offensive side of the ball. Double-headed monster in the backfield. Amon-Ra St. Brown. They got Jameson Williams that's coming back off the IR. Like you said, points will be plentiful. I'm expecting the Lions to come in there, keep it within reach, and then possibly get a backdoor cover just like the Browns did in the last game. So give me the Lions with the points at home on the short week.
I like it. How can you go against a running back who had 3 touchdowns last week, right?
They got 4 rushing touchdowns last week, which is insane
Dude.
considering the Bills they've been bad all around, but they've been really bad on the ground. We saw what Dalvin Cook did against them just 2 weeks ago. Imagine Swift and Williams in the backfield. I think they can feast.
Bro, and I got both of them in fantasy, which kind of sucks because it's always like a pick. Like, which one are you
Right.
going to start? It's nice to have both of them, but, that's a story for another time. So that's the morning game. That's what, like noon? What was that, a noon kickoff? 1?
Yeah, that's
Something.
I think it was 12:05. I think the kickoff
Yeah,
is.
beautiful. So that'll be a nice little pregame, right? Now we're gonna get into this will be like around dinner time ish, 4:00. Maybe you're starting your second plate. It's gonna be the Cowboys and the Giants. This one, I am looking at Cowboys -9.5. I think they steamroll this team. Giants are frauds in my mind. I think we've seen that to be pretty apparent. Cowboys coming off of the absolute dominant performance against the Vikings. That was awesome to watch. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but just like watching Tony Pollard just run all over that team was so impressive. He's so talented, catching balls, running wheel routes, catching them down the sideline. He's so fun to watch. Vikings got beat up pretty bad. Cowboys kind of proved that to me, that they're pretty serious contenders for running deep into the playoffs, possibly Super Bowl. Giants got brought back down to earth with a beating from the Lions last week. Giants don't have a much talent on the team. If we're being honest here, it's pretty much the Saquon Barkley show. There's a lot of injuries as well. They lost a couple old linemen, so they're pretty much in shambles. I love the Cowboys here. Like I said, I think they roll the Giants in another stellar performance. Giants are averaging less than 20 points per game. That's just not going to be enough against this Cowboys offense. Their backfield, the Cowboys backfield, ranks 8th in the NFL in rushing yards per game. So I think it's going to be another great performance from that Cowboys backfield. Make another plate, pour another cocktail, watch the Cowboys cover 9.5 here. Love it.
I definitely agree with you there. I think we're going to see a dominant performance from the Cowboys, especially on the defensive side of the ball. They're phenomenal at home, and Giants are just decimated all over the place. Defensively, offensively, injuries, are really plaguing them. And then to piggyback off of that, I'm taking the under 45.5 points here because, I'm expecting Cowboys to put up the points, but the Giants not to put up the points. Giants, like you said, are scoring 20 points per game. They're 21st in the league in scoring offense. They only scored 18 points against the local Lions defense. That's one of the worst defenses in the league. They couldn't really do anything against them. They lost arguably their number one receiver, Wendell Robinson. He's done for the season. Numerous offensive linemen are hurt. That's going to be terrible against the pass rush in the front seven of the Cowboys. They're going to absolutely feast. Daniel Jones is going to be in an absolute box. Barkley's not going to be able to get any running room going either. I'm expecting maybe like a 28-14 game, 28-10 game. I expect an absolute blowout. And then also, we're talking about the Giants barely scoring any points. So give me the under here, 45.5 points. It's not going to be, the most exciting game there is, but that's why we're eating dinner at this time. And then we get to a better game. I would assume a little bit of a better game in the nightcap.
Yeah, the Giants become really one-dimensional now. Like we said, it's the Saquon Barkley show. They're very unhealthy. They're just one-dimensional. Cowboys are going to stop that offense very easily. So yeah, like you said, I think we're good with that.
Yeah, I feel like stacking the box and making Daniel Jones beat them is pretty much the recipe for success.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I feel like they're going to be able to do. All right, so to our nightcap here, Minnesota Vikings, New England Patriots. Who you got?
I like a total in this one. I'm going under 42.5 in this game. Patriots, Vikings. Vikings, like we mentioned, just got their teeth kicked in. Holy cow, did they look bad against the Cowboys last week. They will be facing another tough defense in the Patriots, who give up 32% less points than league average. So very good defense. Expect a run-heavy game from the Patriots, who have the 10th most rushing attempts per game in the league. If the Patriots get in the red zone, they'll be facing the worst red zone defense in the league in the Vikings. I like the Patriots +3, but from what I saw last week, I don't trust the Vikings offense against a good defense. But like I said, for this one, I'm going to go under 42.5 in this one.
I definitely see that. I feel like it's definitely going to be more of a defensive game, but I'm siding with my boys, the Purple People Eaters. The Vikings -2.5. They might be trapping us here. It might be another trap game. I said it last week. I knew that game was such a trap. They somehow wanted us to bet the Vikings at -1. They were 8-1 at the time, but I feel like everybody kind of knew. I mean, that was like okay, it's too good to be true kind of line. Like, why are you giving us them at -1? But here, I feel like this is reasonable. We know the Vikings offense is light years better than the Patriots will ever be. The Patriots offense mustered up a whole 3 points against the New York Jets last week. And they needed a punt return to the house to win the game. They led on that defense, which is one of the best, like you said, one of the best in the league. But I feel like if we're going to go points, we're going to see Vikings scoring more points than the Patriots. It's just the inevitable. It might be close throughout the contest, but I feel like the Vikings are a team that could be able to pull away at the end. My only drawback here, this is prime time Kirk Cousins. So you might want to lower your expectations just a smidge because it's prime time Kirk Cousins. I definitely do not like a prime time Kirk Cousins. I don't know what it is after 1 o'clock. This dude just doesn't want to play football. I don't know. Maybe
he's old, dude. He's got to go to sleep. Gets tired. It's the early bird special. He eats dinner at 4 o'clock.
He probably does, man. I mean, this guy's allergic. He's allergic to wins after 1 p.m. So that's my only drawback. But ultimately, I gotta go with the offense that's actually gonna put up some points. Someone's got to score to win here, and I'm putting my money on the Vikings being able to score to win. Plus, at home, their margin of victory is 8.8 points per game. And the New England Patriots are 1-2 as an away underdog. Give me the Vikings. I will lay the points here.
I like it, and that's why I like the under as well. Like you said, it's going to be points are going to be at a premium in that one, I think. But like you said, Vikings to edge it out. I'm with you on that one. I'm pulling this up. So I get a lot of questions all the time, Garrett. People DM me and they're like, man, Pete, you and Garrett, so handsome, so intelligent. Like, you guys know your shit. Like, how can I be like you? How can I look like you? And what does it take? You know what I mean? So this is all it takes, guys. It's a little website. It's called FTN, okay? FTNbets.com/free. You're going to get a 3 free day trial. And this is where me and Garrett get all of our information from, right? It's your home for legal sports betting, tools, picks, odds, advanced betting models, all that good stuff. Get betting information you need to make more informed and profitable bets, parlay calculators, all that good stuff. So, guys, if you're looking for a source, a website where you can go and do your research when the kids call it in the lab. Yo, I'm in the lab, where they're looking at, this kind of stuff on the shitter or whatever to make informed bets. So check it out. 3 free day trial. You got nothing to lose. FTNbets.com/free.
I love FTN Bets, guys. Best stats you will get in the game. Everything we have here, we get from there. So head over to FTN Bets to get your free 3-day trial. And you're talking about in the lab, man. I used to use that term when I was labbing for Madden tournaments. Going to Madden tournaments,
really?
I would get in the lab, bro. We'll crack open some defenses and we get some glitches going. So, yeah, I was in the lab. I know all about getting in the lab.
Bro, I cannot keep up with terminology nowadays. It's a testament to how old I'm getting. But there are some words, dude, where I'm like, What are you talking about? I have no Get Sturdy. Have you heard that?
No, I'm
No clue what that is.
too old for that now.
They're like, yo, you're getting sturdy. I'm like, no idea what you're talking about, buddy. Like, even in the betting community, they got a bunch of like terms and stuff that everybody uses. We're gonna steal some coin. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So might be nice to have like a master class for older millennials who can't keep up with this language.
Yeah, I'm getting on the older millennial stage here now, so I'm getting out of the loop, unfortunately. But
I mean, hey, we're in our pajamas on Blackout Wednesday. What does that tell you, right?
right, that's true. That's true. Do you got anything for us on Sunday night?
I do not.
Sunday? Okay.
I do not. I just did the Thanksgiving Day games because I wrote the article on all those games as well. So that's what
guys, check that out. Please go and check out that article after the show.
I can write and talk.
Yeah, there you go. Bro, you're a jack of all trades. You can do everything.
Seriously, a master of none.
All right. But I got you guys one pick, at least for Sunday. Okay. I'm writing my Ravens. Yes, I'm saying my Ravens because every time this team is on the road, I'm betting them. I don't know what it is, but this team is a road master. With they're averaging okay, I'm sorry, let's put it this way. They're they are covering the spread four out of their last 5 games on the road. And 3-1 as the road favorite as well. They're going against the Jaguars. Come on, guys. It's the Jaguars. We know what the Panthers did. I feel like Lamar and company they're going to get back on track here. That's what they do. They give a stinker at home. They go on the road. They kick some ass. They look like contenders, and they go back home and they look like shit. I don't know what it is. They're allergic to playing good at home. They don't want to play good at home. I feel like Lamar is going to be Lamar here. I mean, Jaguars defense has been pretty trash as of late, especially against the run. They give 155 points on the ground in their last game. I feel Lamar is going to run all over them. You got Kenyon Drake. Gus Edwards should be coming back. He's healthier.
Hollywood Brown, is he coming back?
Hollywood Brown's actually on the Arizona Cardinals right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Who else? Who's the other receiver? What's his name?
Duvernay, I believe is injured. I think he's on IR. I think it's Duvernay, I believe. Because Demarcus Robinson is the one that's really been balling out in his absence. He had 9 targets last week, which is more than Mark Andrews, and he was able to rack in over 120 yards receiving. I feel like he's now the de facto wide receiver 1 on the outside, whereas Mark Andrews is pretty much a safe valve over the middle. But I feel like this is a spot where the Ravens could really show why they were true contenders from the beginning. But we know Jags aren't really going to put up that many points. The Baltimore's defense has actually looked much better and much more improved as of late too. They're not giving up a ton of points. They're not just getting beaten by by anybody that's just slinging the ball over them. Baker Mayfield had a tough time. If Baker Mayfield has an easy game against you, you're pretty much anybody else can have an easy game against you. But Baker Mayfield couldn't do absolute dog shit there. So I'm expecting Trevor Lawrence to have not a great game, a subpar game. And then Baltimore Ravens, all they're going to do is cover about 4 points. They can cover that, and they will cover that, especially going south. They already won in Tampa. I feel like just going 3 hours northeast, they'll be able to take that game too. So give me the Ravens -3.5, and let's keep it going.
Damn, dude, flexing your geography knowledge. Northwest from Jacksonville to Tampa, nice.
Northeast. Yeah, I think it was northeast. Hey, I know, right? I mean, I'm in the state of Florida. I should know where some places are, right?
Got some chops. Got some geography chops.
All right,
Garrett, so I know you wanted to let us know our friends over at PrizePicks. Guys, PrizePicks, just so you know, this is our last segment every week where we talk about this awesome app and cool game called PrizePicks. All first-time users that deposit up to $100, you will be 100% deposit match. So you put in $100, they'll give you $100 back. That's a great return, guys. Return on your investment ROI, as we call it. You deposit $50, give you $50 back. It's really easy. You're going to pick more than, less than. They're all player props. If you guys are watching this, you know what props are. It's very simple. It's a lot of fun. So we will give you a couple picks. This is what we're doing. We give you our favorite prize picks entry, and then you take that information and do with it how you want, what you will.
Absolutely. And then you also have to look into our first thing guys have to look at. One, now they have a 6 times multiplier. That means you can win up to 25 times your money. $10 wins you $250. That's it. You just got to hit 6 out of 6. I know it sounds a lot harder than it is, but it's doable, especially when PrizePicks gives you free winners like they are this week for Thursday night. Justin Jefferson over 0.5 receiving yards. So that is pretty much free. As long as he doesn't get injured or doesn't play at all, it's a free winner. And then all you need to do is hit 5 more after that, and you win 25 times your money. And also, it keeps you invested in all the games. So,
and it's fun.
Who do you got? Yeah. Who do you got? What do you got going?
Our prize pick entry, the first two that I got for you. First one's Mac Jones, passing touchdowns, under 1.5 passing touchdowns by Mac Jones. You know how many times this is hit? 7 out of 7 games that he's played. That's 100% for you counting at home. I like to say that. Minnesota, good defense. Again, they're going to probably rely a lot on running the ball. So I don't see, and I took the under in that game too. So I don't see passing touchdowns coming from Mac Jones tomorrow. It's hit 7 out of 7 games. So I'm going to ride that hot hand. That's my first one. Mac Jones fudge, less than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Guys, it's very important for us to say these words correctly, just so you know. That's why we make a big deal out of it. So Mac Jones, less than 1.5 passing touchdowns. That's my first entry. My second one is going to be Kirk Cousins, more than 20.5 completions. It's a little bit different, right? He has hit this 8 out of 10 games. That's 80%. Again, I don't know if they're going to be in a negative game script. I don't know if they're going to have to be throwing more, but his weapons on the outside, Justin Jefferson, like we mentioned, should get a lot of action as well. So I like that over 20.5 completions. It's hitting at a very high percentage. So those are my 2 entries that I feel most confident on. And Garrett, you're going to add on to it.
I am. My first one is I'm taking Stephon Diggs more than 0.5 receiving touchdowns. It just needs 1. He scored in I think it's like all but 3 games of the year, and then he's going against the Lions. Like I said, I've been saying it time and time again. The Lions defense is atrocious in every which way form. On their back end, on their front end, it's terrible. I'm expecting Diggs to get a touchdown here, just like he did last week, and keep it moving. This guy's going to have a monster game, maybe 10 receptions, 100 yards, and a touchdown. He's getting into the end zone here, just like Derrick Henry got into the end zone last week for us. I'm expecting that here.
He is one of the best. I think he's the best wide receiver this year. I picked him first in my fantasy this season. I think he's already eclipsed 1,000 yards receiving, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he definitely has. I mean, he's been balling out. Balling out. Mind you, there's other weapons on that team, like Gabe Davis and co.
Sorry.
But he's just, they're feeding him the ball, and he's doing work.
Mm-hmm.
And my last prize pick is Daniel Jones, less than 37.5 rushing yards. I just can't see how this is going to hit. I really don't. They're going to be attuned to it. The offensive line is just bad this week for the Giants. We already know they took a hit offensively. They're going to stack the box. They're going to make Daniel Jones beat them through the air. They're not going to let him run all over them. I just can't fathom, that happening. And plus, they have the pieces to track down Daniel Jones if he tends to run. Micah Parsons can go sideline to sideline and hunt this man down. There's no way he's going to be able to get 37.5 rushing yards. against the Cowboys defense. I just can't fathom it happening. He's going to be a sitting duck in that pocket, and they're just going to be feast and feast and feast against him all throughout the night and put a hurting on him. I don't like that. So give me that less than.
I like because it's at 37.5. That's pretty up there for most quarterbacks. I think it is so high is because he will be running for his life, right?
Essentially.
I mean, the O line's going to be collapsing. He's not going to have anywhere to run except forward or away. You know what I mean? So I think it is at that number because he will be running for his life. But like you said, close to 40 yards, I don't see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody's getting 40 yards rushing, it's got to be Barkley. Imagine Daniel Jones is going to be their leading rusher, which could happen. It could possibly happen. We kind of seen it happen before, but I just can't fathom that happening, against the Cowboys defense, no less. At home.
Right. What I was thinking, this is off topic, but I wanted to put a parlay together for tomorrow. Let me know what your thoughts are. Possible tight end anytime touchdown parlay.
Okay. Interesting.
So we would look at Dawson Knox in the first game. We would look at Dalton Schultz in the Cowboys Giants game, and then Hawkinson in that Vikings Patriots game.
I like it. I do.
Tight end. Go with my tight pants.
The only drawback is Hawkinson. I feel like he's the only one that might be the apple pie shitter of the group, and I'm a Vikings fan, no less. Doesn't mean he can't do it. If anybody fails for you, I feel like it's going to be him because he's going to be an intermediate guy. If anybody gets into the red zone, granted he has red zone targets, but I just feel the linebackers for the Patriots are pretty good at covering tight ends for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
kind of like it though.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
A tight end parlay.
Yeah, the tight end anytime touch. I gotta put something together.
What is that? And what is that though?
What does that come out to? I haven't calculated it yet. I was literally just texting my buddy. My buddy told me about it, and I'm like, bro, I kind of like that a lot, So maybe I'll put that together. If I do, I'll make a graphic or something and put the odds on there. And you got to do something. Any holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, where there's multiple games on like that, it's a must. You got to put some kind of parlay together with all those games. Whether it's a money line parlay is probably like your smartest choice, but anytime touchdown in every one of those games, so fun.
Oh, absolutely. You have to have a little bit of money on it. If not, it's not worth watching, is it?
No. I mean, it's kind of like once you get hooked on like drugs, you know what I mean? It's like after you've had that taste. Have you ever watched sports where you had nothing invested other than like your fandom?
The Celtics and the Mavs game just before this podcast. Yeah. I got like 20 minutes in. I'm like, can't do this.
Yeah. You're just like, okay, well, I have nothing writing on this. So
it's like, well, Netflix is going on now.
Right. 33 minutes, Garrett. We are spot on every freaking week, dude. So nice.
Absolutely.
Like clockwork.
I love it. 30 minutes. We give you guys some winners, just like we did last week, just the week before that, so on and so forth. More winners this week, more money in your pockets.
Garrett, have a fantastic Thanksgiving. You and your family enjoy yourself. Have a blessed time together. I'm going to enjoy myself. Hopefully we'll be so busy putting together videos and cutting up content because everything's hitting, Oh,
absolutely. That's what we're going to be doing the entire time. We'll just be pumping out that content because we have winners for you guys. We're going to have a ton of winners. That's what's going to happen.
Love it, guys.
Winner. Turkey dinner. Guys,
thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Fade or follow. We don't care. We're just here to give you information and statistics. A little lighthearted fun. Pete and Garrett. Right, Garrett?
Oh, yeah.
All right, my man. I will catch you next week. Same time next week, guys.
Same time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.